You know, since my injury to my hip and knee and the bone atrophy I got in my foot and ankle back in March, it feels really good to get back into lifting weights. If I can speak honestly, I really do enjoy staying active as much as I can. I like to keep my weight under control because I have a lot of bad eating habits. I have a lot of really bad drinking habits as well, and my diet is 90% crap. I would say maybe, I don't know, once, twice a meal I eat relatively clean. But what you can see me doing right here is just trying to warm up my shoulder for some shoulder and back for some little chest exercises. I'm gonna be benching today. I'm just gonna be starting real light. I'm running 90 pounds on this, and I used to be so proud of my gym. And then while I was laid up in the hospital and laid up at my folks for several months, the person I was living with just, oh my goodness, look at the mess. I used to be so proud of this gym, and it kind of just got disrespected while I wasn't here to protect it. You should always warm up your shoulders before you do any kind of benching or back exercises. Warm-ups are super important, especially the older you get. It'll make life so much easier. It'll push you further. It'll allow you to get further limits, break past further barriers. For that, I just use 25 and 10-pound plates. I normally would use dumbbells. However, I just recently moved my dumbbells to a storage unit, and I didn't have them available to me here. So Kentucky is having a bad time of it right now. Some breaking news on the Breonna Taylor case. They supposedly have come to the verdict that they've only indicted one officer, and I guess the indictment wasn't really relevant to the shooting there, I suppose. This here is the Breonna Taylor. I'm sure everybody who has not lived under a rock is familiar with her. This is one of the officers who's involved. And Kentucky, they just kind of lost their minds when they got this news. They did not take this too well. You can see me here doing some leg extensions. I have, I think, maybe 12 or 14, maybe 16 pounds on it. It's definitely less than 15 pounds. As you can see, I have no range of motion in my leg yet. My knee was removed from my body and reattached with hardware, and I'm still recovering from that. I'm still walking with a very terrible limp, and during the mornings and evenings, I'm still cane dependent. Terrible range of motion there, but that's the best I got right now with the strength in that knee. I'm just trying to push it. Again, starting back pretty light. I'm not trying to kill myself. Last time I had benched this weight at 90 pounds, I was actually sore for like a day and a half. And I was bedbound. I wasn't really able to move, and I lost a lot of strength. So now I'm going to start rebuilding it slowly but surely. So the riots happened. Well, I wouldn't really call it riots. They're advertising on media as protests. I grabbed a couple of photos off of here. You can read all about it. This gentleman here was the one who made the announcement. I'm not entirely sure of his name. You can find that out as well. It might be some kind of district attorney or something. But I watched the video of him announcing it. He got a little choked up and a little teary-eyed, and he referred to himself by his race and used it as a way to describe how difficult this verdict had been for him, and that he has an understanding for people. Let me tell you something. If you accidentally kill someone with your vehicle by accident, or someone accidentally dies because of you by accident, a normal Joe like you and I, we're still held accountable to that. We're still, looking at involuntary manslaughter charges that we have to fight and defend ourselves against. It's very expensive. It's very traumatic. And you're at risk of it honestly being worse than that. You're at risk of it being worse than involuntary manslaughter. You know, it could potentially become murder, more serious charges. But, you know, it seems to be that police, people are upset right now because they're not being subjected to the same things that we're being subjected to as normal everyday citizens. You know, they're kind of getting away with it. Right here, I'm adding 10 pounds. So this will put me at, I believe in this video, I did 3 warm-up sets at 90 pounds. And now I'm going to perform 3 working sets at 110 pounds. This is as heavy as I'm going to go today. I'm not trying to kill myself doing this, but I am trying to make some kind of physical comeback, start working on some physical strength gaining and all that stuff again. I'm going to physical therapy, and it's nice because they have a leg press, and they have some hip and lateral movements for the leg, which is really nice. And at home here, as you can see, all I have is really the extensions. The bench there. And I have a squat rack. Actually, I can do squats too. I haven't tried the squat yet. My knee doesn't have a whole bunch of mobility as far as movement goes, but the leg press is hopefully going to get me strong enough to that point again. So here between sets, that was my first working set. I'm doing 8 reps at 110 as a working set, and in between sets I'm working on that leg, so I'm really trying to get my leg stronger. It's very important. Every single day I walk on the treadmill or do some kind of exercise for my leg. I'm not sitting at home doing nothing. I'm really trying to gain my ability to walk back. I thought I'd be back at work by now, honestly. I'm still not. Anyways, back to Breonna Taylor. Here's some photos. Here's a photo of a picture of the people gathering for this protest. I'm pretty close to Pittsburgh, and I guess they actually had a nice gathering for the protest in Pittsburgh last night as well. I think it said they all began around 7 p.m. and it ended at like 11. I don't know. It got a lot of on the news post. It got a lot of nasty comments. Once again, all the racists are coming out, and all of the people who were calling them lazy and all of that. You know, here's the reality. Blue Lives Matter is just a counter to the Black Lives Matter. All it's doing is countering it. Everybody with any moral compass knows for an absolute fact that all lives matter, and life is valuable, and you don't need to put anything else in front of that. People are getting carried away now, and they're trying to counter BLM and everything, and they're being nasty on Facebook, and, you know, this whole situation is very sad. I think it's very sad that the police are going to be the officers involved in this are going to be walking away. Supposedly, there were 2 officers shot during the protests in Kentucky, and, you know, they're both alive right now at the filming of this video, but the chief did have some kind of statement saying that, you know, one's being in surgery, and one's okay, I guess, an alert, so who knows what will happen. But I wanted to update something, getting back into a workout routine, getting back into it, and thanks for watching.